Welcome everybody. Glad to be back. Glad to be on this side of the grass. Glad to be very well much chilled out. Hey, I want you to check out this video though.
The setup here is between 9 and 6. That's the law. So I was breaking the law by trying to warm myself up. Yes, I'm harassed all the time. I'm fearful for my life all the time. I stay in a tent so that people think that there's a possibility there's a guy in there. And so nobody's going to try to, mess with me. And when I'm out here, especially by myself, I'm scared. I always have to have somebody close by just in case of an emergency.
This lady, I find it kind of inspiring because this lady, she lived in the streets and everything. Lost her job. She had a job as a guard or whatever. She's got kids, and to be on the street, she looked pretty good. But the thing is, how many of us can lose something to keep a smile on our face? How many of us can be put in that situation and still have a smile on our face when bad times come? when times get hard, life's gonna be life, you know what I'm saying? So this lady, she's very inspirational because for one, she always put a smile on her face to keep from unaliving herself when bad times come around for her, trying to get help and everything. And once you're in the streets, it's harder to get help than it is while you still got a home, because she's been put on a waiting list. They still got her on the waiting list, still ain't done nothing for her, still saying they ain't got housing, which to me, I don't understand that, because if they can bring these foreigners over here to the United States from Mexico, wherever they come from, and give them houses, bank accounts, cars, cut their yards and everything, why can't we do that for our same people? Which leads me to this other video, because I like what this guy said. But before I get off of this lady, I'm gonna tell you something. You got to think about it. Do you want to be in that situation she was in, or do you want to start making a difference now? Because it's never too late. But you can lose it all, like she said, and never recover. But getting back to this other video I'm telling you about,
begging the government and go and do for self out in our communities. You shared the video and called me an idiot. I didn't see anything idiotic about that statement.
No. So when you say do for self, like what? Explain that.
Okay, for example, here in Albany, Georgia, we complain about our school systems a lot. Many of our young men can't read. They have very horrible literacy rates. We don't have any rehab programs here for juvenile offenders. What I decided to do, I started a program 2 years ago, decided to do for self, and I started taking children into my home. I started taking custody of kids from juvenile court, and I started molding them and training them and teaching them skilled trades, etc. Now I'm 21 years old. I just purchased a school here in Albany, Georgia, to combat us being in the government-funded schools that are not teaching our children what they need to learn. So that's what I mean by do for self, simply getting up and going out and do it.
So
I beat the stereotype that I'm young, black in America and I can't do anything because somebody's holding me down. Absolutely not.
So a question.
Teenagers went and go ahead. Me and some teenagers went and bought a school, and we just bought a school bus simply from going out and doing work. We decided to go fix our own communities. I'm not expecting anything from no politician. I'm not expecting nothing from Donald Trump, Joe Biden, or nobody. We're gonna go do it for ourselves, and that's what I believe we need to be doing. I can vote, sure, but nothing's gonna change in our community.
So you went to the juvenile court.
this guy was asking this young kid. This young kid, by the way, is 21 years old. I think he said Albany, Georgia, where he's from or whatever. They was debating back and forth about, I guess, our community, our culture doing for itself. And see what he did. He went out. What do you think? How do you think schools are really teaching our kids? These kids that ain't even able to read now, ain't able to grow up and have something about them, like a career, or education, or whatever. Now this dude, what he did, he went out, he started getting the what did he say? Taking the juveniles in, taking kids off the street and everything while he was young, talking to them and helped turn their life around. Bought a school. Then him and some more teenagers, him and some more teenagers bought a school. Then they bought a school bus. And he's talking about how we can ourselves build up our own community instead of letting us go down the rabbit hole and be brainwashed to think anything different. See, they teaching you how to do math and all this algebra and chemistry. How many of y'all gonna use that in the real world today? You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, if you think about it, when the last time you used algebra at McDonald's? When the last time you used chemistry as some kind of poisonous program? You haven't, because all they tell you is watch out for the chemicals, don't get burned, and go to work. You know, they ain't really teaching y'all anything, but what they doing, they teaching them a career. They teaching them how to go out here and get the skilled trade and everything. That's what these boys is teaching them. My hats is off to them, because to be that young, those group of teenagers right there, hey, if you ain't seen the video, click the video, go watch it. Hey, find out who these boys are and how you can be an inspiration, or how they can be an inspiration to you. I mean, we got to start somewhere. We got to be taught. And for this last video,
watching YouTube Kids, and it was a cartoon. It was in cartoon form, and it taught him how to hang himself. Luckily, my wife, something told my wife. She was like, you know, she wants something to drink. So I was going up to the kitchen, and usually when I walked past his bedroom, he usually would chase after me, and then I would hide, and we would always have this little game where I would hide, and then you know, same place I would hide, but it was just something that we did. And this time he didn't follow me out. So something's like, just go check on him and see if he's asleep or not. And I go in and he's hanging from the bunk bed. Take him off, lay him down, and me and my wife start working on him. First responders show up, and they get him to breathing again. They take him out. They get him to the hospital. They save him. He's in a coma for like 3 days, medically induced in coma for like 3 days. Once they take him out, they're trying to get him to, you know, move his limbs or whatnot, and he didn't do it for like a day.
I always say our devices is going to be the death of us, because this young guy, this dad, him and his kid got a relationship and everything, and walk past his room all the time, always chasing each other around the house, you know, playing peekaboo, whatever they do. Found his son hanging in a bedroom one day. And you know where it comes from? Social media, TikTok, YouTube, wherever they can stream a video, they're going to watch it. And what he said was, these cartoons, these YouTube media is what is going around teaching our kids how to kill themselves. Not only themselves, but guess what? You, their mama, their daddy, their uncle, their sister, their brother, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why we got some belligerent ass kids now, because we didn't gave up on them. See, we don't take the time out to find out what's going on in these kids' lives. We just sit them down and leave them be, because we want to do things for ourselves when we wish that we never had kids. Well, guess what? I love mine. And you should love yours too. They didn't ask to be here. None of us did. But yet here we are. So what we going to do? Make the best of it? Learn from these videos, y'all. Pay attention to what these people are saying. Because I'm going to tell you something. To lose a child, all because of some trend or something going around teaching my kid how to die, how I would feel, I don't know. I've lost a child before, but I'm going to tell you something. There ain't nothing I can do about it. So what you going to do? You leave your kids out here to die? Or are you going to raise them up correctly? Get off into what's wrong with them. Find out the things that you need to find out about them. And help raise them up before they be like the girl in the first video out here, don't know what a job is. Well, she worked, but still, they might not know what a job is, how to communicate, how to be socially inclined to get along with everybody. And where that's going to leave them. They ain't got no hope if we don't help raise them. You got to teach them, be innovative, get into their interests, find out what's going on. Until then, hey, y'all have a good one. Hope you enjoy the videos. Peace.